If you're looking for something to play in the background, while you unwind, journal, study, or drift off to sleep, this is for you. Letters from the Past is a quiet space, a moment to slow down. In each episode, we read letters written long ago by real people, or in some cases, imagined voices from real moments in history. So take a deep breath and let these words from the past keep you company. Today, we go back to the year 79 AD, to the Roman city of Pompeii, frozen in time beneath the ash of Mount Vesuvius. These are fictional letters, written as if by people who once walked Pompeii's streets. Inspired by real history, these words imagine what they might have seen, felt, or feared in the final hours before everything changed. From Lucius Varinus, a baker and father, August 23rd, 79 AD.
To whomever finds this, if anyone ever does, it's the 23rd of August, in the year 79 after the birth of Christ. My name is Lucius Varinus, and I bake bread in the northern quarter of Pompeii, near the baths. Today was, in many ways, like any other, warm, dusty, and alive with the usual noise of carts and gossip. I rose before dawn, as I always do. The fire in the oven was stubborn this morning. Perhaps a sign, though I don't believe in such things. My apprentice Gaius dropped a whole tray of loaves and nearly burned his foot. He's a good boy, but he's distracted lately. He says the ground feels like it trembles beneath his bed at night. The mountain, yes, Vesuvius. She's been rumbling again. Little shivers, mostly. The animals are restless. And yesterday, the water in the fountain by the forum turned a strange color. Iron, maybe. I don't know. The priests say the gods are restless. The old woman next door won't stop muttering prayers. But the people laugh. We Romans always laugh, even when afraid. A senator passed through today, complaining that the ash was ruining his sandals. He paid me for denarii for a honey loaf, said it reminded him of his childhood in Rome. For a moment, he looked sad. Then he left. I think of my daughter. She is with her mother, far away in Capua. Perhaps it's foolish, but I've written her a letter as well. I told her the bakery smells of cinnamon today. She loves cinnamon. Tonight, I feel uneasy. The air is thick, too still. There's a strange color in the sky, not like sunset, more like bruises. I will sleep soon, if the gods allow it. And if not, if something happens, then perhaps someone will find this and remember not the eruption, but the ordinary things we did. The small things, the bread, the jokes, the love. Farewell, Lucius Varinus, baker of Pompeii.
From Aelia Sabina, a young girl writing in her diary, August 23rd, 79 AD.
My name is Aelia Sabina, and today I turned 16. I write from the balcony of my father's house. We sell dyed cloth, the good kind, with colors that don't fade in the sun. He says I must learn the trade soon, but today I just watched the clouds. The sky is strange. It's early evening now, but the light is golden and heavy, like it's made of syrup. There's a sound in the air, like the earth is humming under its breath. My brother says it's the mountain talking again, Vesuvius. It has always been there, watching, sleeping, but lately it groans, like an old man waking up angry. Some people are packing to leave, others laugh at them. One woman in the street shouted that Neptune would drown us all, not Vulcan. The gods must be tired of hearing our nonsense. Earlier, I saw a bird fall from the sky. Just fall. No wounds, no blood. It made me cry, though I'm not sure why. Mama says we are safe, but I see her hands tremble when she prays. I don't know if this letter will ever be read, but if it is, I hope you know we weren't all rich or cruel or made of marble like the statues. Some of us just loved music and color and stories. I wanted to see Rome one day, and Alexandria, and swim in the sea without sand in my sandals. If I don't, maybe someone else will. For me, remember me kindly. Aelia Sabina, Pompeii, August 23rd.
From Octavia Lentula, a senator's wife confined at home, August 23rd, 79 AD.
To my old friend Flavia, in Capua. The birds did not sing this morning. You know how I have always kept the balcony doors open at dawn, ever since Gaius passed. I love to feel the light touch my face, to hear the starlings in the fig trees. But today, silence. Even the dog, Brutus, did not bark at the baker's boy. It is as if something beneath the earth is waiting to exhale. I do not mean to worry you. I am old, and perhaps I read too much into little things. But there is a heaviness in the air, Flavia. My silver comb turned black overnight. The fruit spoils faster. The sea looks too still. And the doves will not land on the windowsill anymore. I have lit incense to placate the Lares. The house smells of rose and ash. My steward has urged me to leave for your estate, but I cannot bring myself to abandon the home where I raised my children. The walls whisper to me in the afternoons. Do you remember the mosaic we placed in the atrium? How you said the goddess Minerva looked like my mother? I passed it today and swore her eyes had changed. Not stern, but sorrowful. If I am wrong, you may mock me, and I will laugh with you. But if I am right, and something dark is rising from the mountain, then let this letter be my final gift to you. A whisper from a friend who once lived richly, loved deeply, and watched the world go quiet. Do not forget me. Octavia.
From Daphnus, a household slave in Pompeii, August 23rd, 79 AD.
I am Daphnus. I have no family name. I belong to the household of Cassia Prima, near the House of the Faun. I don't know who will read this. I don't even know why I'm writing. Perhaps I just want to remember that I existed. I woke before the cockerel today, like always. The sky was already gray, though the sun had not risen. It smelled like burnt wool and stone. I carried water from the cistern. I scrubbed the atrium. I fetched figs and millet for the mistress. She told me the air stings her eyes. I said nothing, though my own lungs feel tight. People are nervous. You can feel it even in the silence. The birds don't return. The dogs bark at nothing. My friend Lysias said he saw fish floating belly up in the fountain behind the temple. Last night, I dreamt the ground split open, and I fell through into the kitchens of the underworld. It was hot, quiet. I saw my mother there. She smiled and told me to run. I don't remember her face anymore, just her voice. I have hidden this parchment beneath a loose tile in the servants' quarters. If anyone ever finds it, I ask only one thing. Do not forget me, not as a slave, not as property, but as a boy who once watched the sun set over Pompeii and wondered what it would feel like to be free.
From Petronia Tertia, a widow with no one left, August 23rd, 79 AD.
To no one in particular, or perhaps to the gods. My name is Petronia Tertia. I am a midwife. I have delivered 63 babies in this town, and I remember every face. Today, I visited a woman in labor. The child came breeched, but strong. He opened his eyes before he cried. That's a good sign, they say. But I looked at the mother's face, and I saw fear. Not from pain, but from something she could not name. Outside, the ash is falling in fine threads. It clings to the skin like sorrow. I have tended to fevers before great sickness, and I have felt the pulse of a dying man just before he passed. I know what it means when something is about to end. The ground is not still. The walls of my garden cracked overnight. The birds fly low. The children are restless. I prayed at the temple of Isis this morning. I poured honey into the earth. I asked her to keep the babies safe, if not us. I do not fear death, but I fear being forgotten. If this town falls, if the mountain swallows us whole, I hope that someone, somewhere, will say, there was a woman here. She touched lives. She helped life begin, even as hers ended. That will be enough.